Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your Tarot and Oracle forecast for the month of December 2021. I hope you guys are doing wonderful out there. Love to be here with my fellow Capricorns. A big early happy birthday to all my Capricorns because our time is coming up, guys, and it is going to be that winter solstice that starts on December 21st. This is going to be a big month for Capricorn. I can already feel it. There is so much going on with us. This reading is going to focus more on the tarot and oracle, but I'm also an astrologer, so if you're interested in getting even more info and the details on the astrological transits and events of the month, I have posted a separate video that details all of that fully, and I will put the link down below in the description box. So definitely go check that out because it should be a very powerful month ahead, both energetically and astrologically for our Capricorns. So if you have not been here with me before, thank you so much for checking it out, and I hope that you will reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are in the description box below. So Capricorn, let's go ahead and jump on into your reading. Do keep in mind these are general. They will not resonate with every single Capricorn, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. You can also watch the signs that resonate with things like your moon, your Venus, your rising, etc. to get even more messages out of these readings. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Capricorns for this month of December 2021. We're going to start out with some oracle and get your basic themes and your guardians. Let's see what we have for Capricorn, please. December 2021. Anything for your highest and best guidance. Two of these came out together, so I'm going to take them both. If they stick, they stick, right? Capricorn, number for the first card coming out is the Crown Games, right use of power, number 8. Number 8 is a number in numerology of a lot of manifestation, working with resources and money. That's something Capricorns are often doing. And Capricorn, yes, you are going to have a lot of power, personal power this week, personal influence. And so it's important. This is kind of like that use your powers for good. Use your influence for good because you're going to have quite a bit of it this month. And then I like this card as well. Both of these came out, so I said I'm going to take them both. The second card was Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. So Capricorn, you might not be doing the moving this month, but I feel like you're moving towards it, movement toward adventure, right? And I feel like what's bringing you closer and closer is that element of water. There could be someone or somewhere over an ocean, over a river, over a body of water that you are moving closer towards this month, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And so keep that in mind. What a beautiful couple of cards. This feels very fiery, very earthy with the crown and the power. And then we also have that beautiful Spirit of the River with that water element. So I'm going to just set these right here. I hope they stay so that we can look at them through your reading. Need to get a better little place to sit these. But let's get into your spirit animal card. Let's see what your main spiritual animal guardian or guide is going to be bringing through. Which one of them is going to be working with you the most this month of December, Capricorn? Oh, I love it. Yes. The koala spirit and the key phrase, spirit has a plan. So Capricorn, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like you've got things you want to do, plans that you want to come up with, things that you want to make progress and movement on, this is really saying, relax, Capricorn. Spirit has a plan. Don't worry so much about how it's all going to play out. Just take care of your work and take care of your pursuits each day. Don't let it overwhelm you. Let it build up naturally, because the divine is looking out for you, and you might feel very aligned to that little koala spirit. And look at that again, number 35. Look at that. Adds up to the 8. Yet again, Capricorn, I feel like this is a month of a lot of manifestation and a lot of power. So let's get into your spiritual guardians or guides. This is going to be ascended masters, angels, whoever it is that needs to come to your aid this month, Capricorn. Let's see which one of them is going to be strongest in your life. Ooh, and oh, this is a powerful one for my Capricorns, because Joan of Arc was a Capricorn herself. She has the Capricorn spiritual energy, the voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. And of course, you know, she was divinely guided. And I think this is a month, Capricorn, where you're being asked to be divinely guided as well, to be fearless, to bring in some of that warrior spirit, right? You may feel like, I'm not the biggest, I'm not the strongest, I may not be able to do, you know, as much as some can, but you have more power than you think, just like she did. She had way more power than she thought she did, and her spirit and her energy still carry on to this day. So definitely a powerful saint to pull into, to, you know, work with this month. That's awesome. That's just, that's one of those wonderful moments where I'm like, yep, that's perfect, because she was a Capricorn. And very, very typical in a lot of ways, because Capricorns are wise beyond their years. They tend to be old when they're young and young when they're old. And so yes, when they are younger, like she was, you know, they're very serious. They are very directed. They don't have to question themselves. They're very assured of their purpose. So let's get into next a gemstone and chakra. See what crystal or gem is best for you to work with this month, Capricorn. And we have the oakenite. Ooh, these are both. I'm going to pull two of them, the top and the bottom, because they're just both kind of calling to me. The oakenite and the angelite. These are both very high frequency, beautiful stones. So you're bringing in healing for your past life patterns, and that helps to balance. The oakenite is for all chakras. The angelite is for connecting with your personal guides, angels, saints, ancestors, and it does activate that throat and crown chakra, which again, very much that Joan of Arc energy, which is to speak your spiritual truth. You may be getting a lot of spiritual awareness, downloads, messages, perhaps even in your dreams. And this is a time to really use that. It's time to speak up, Capricorn, especially when it feels divinely guided, when it feels like that right use of power that this Crown Games card was bringing in. So let's go ahead and start getting into your tarot. We're going to do a Celtic cross for you for this month. So let's see what we've got. We're going to get a nice message for Capricorn here. Spirit, please show us what Capricorn needs to see in the tarot for this month ahead. It feels good. Oh, yes. I know. Wow. Okay. You know, there are some similarities here to what Sagittarius had. I'm just saying. And Sagittarius and Capricorn, I would say, are probably two of our most powerfully activated signs. You and Sagittarius may be sharing some similar patterns, just in a little bit different way. But Capricorn, right at the center of your Celtic cross, the main heart of this month for you is the renewal card. It's the same as the judgment card. This is a Pluto ruled card. Sagittarius, not Sagittarius ruler, Scorpio ruler. Goodness, forgive me. The Scorpio ruler. And so to me, this is the higher vibration of the Death card. It does rule those transformations, but it's more about the renewals, the rebirth, the regeneration. So you may be feeling this month is one of that phoenix from the ashes. You're being reborn. If you've been dealing with an illness or some kind of disease or condition that you've been going through, this could be a very strong month for healing. Also, likewise, for those around you, if anyone you love or care about and know has been dealing with any kind of chronic illness, recovering from a surgery or an injury, they're going to be really getting that renewal and that rebirth. Because Scorpio is that sign that deals with destruction and then regeneration and healing. And so to me, the Death card is more about the destruction and the transformation, whereas the Judgment card, the renewal, is about that rebirth, the regeneration and the healing. So that is more the focus this month. So it's really time. It's time to review the past with love and compassion and let it go, Capricorn. It's time to finally get over and forgive some of those really tough old wounds or things that really hurt you emotionally and psychologically as well. So let's get a clarifier. This is a powerful card. Yes, and the Two of Pentacles. So there is a lot of balancing work here as well. And Capricorn, not a surprise. You're always balancing life between work and having a good time. And Capricorn, you tend to put a lot into your work and you don't always recognize when you're not having that much fun. So this to me is a card that says, Capricorn, new life is yours. New beginnings are yours this month. There's so much that is going to be reborn and rebirthed. And it's really about how much fun are you having in your current path and what do you want to embrace as all of this good new energy comes to pass. In the immediate past, we have the Queen of Swords, Capricorn. This is Libra energy. And to me, she is a strong force for justice, balance, and bringing things back into harmony. You may have been either, kicking out some people in your life or your social circle that weren't good for you. You might have even been removing some of your own negative thinking, because she is very much about kind of cleaning house and getting rid of toxicity, negativity, gossip, drama, things that just don't suit her. If you have felt that kind of thing around you at all, you're like, I don't want to engage in that. This is also keeping your sense of humor in difficult situations, right? And it is generally a focus on career, focus on your, upward path, which is always something Capricorn is thinking about. So let's get a clarifier and see what's going on with our Queen of Swords. To me, she's also a very transformational figure in the tarot because of the butterflies that are always on her throne. Again, it deals with those themes of renewal and rebirth that we're already seeing in this reading. And look at that with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there's some more Sagittarius energy for you. I feel like you have really blazed a trail past anyone or anything that has held you back, kept you down. If anyone's tried to drag you down, I feel like you've really just shaken them off, kicked them off, and said, you know what? You're not going to keep me in a negative place. For some of you, you may have physically or literally moved, because Knight of Wands is that Sagittarius energy that says, bye, I'm out of here. I'm not going to play this game with you. Going into the immediate future as well, look at this, more Sagittarius energy with the Eight of Wands. Very powerful, very positive card. You may be overwhelmed by all the positive opportunities and energies coming your way. To me, the Eight of Wands can bring through a lot of messages, a lot of movement. It's very rapid. It could be job offers, love offers, communication coming in, getting those emails or those texts from people that you never thought you'd hear from again, and you've been waiting and waiting, and suddenly things start to come through. So it is a very positive card. It can also, again, be tapped into travel and movement, or at least travel plans. My goodness, Capricorn, there's a lot of movement here. And look at that. Eight of Swords on top of the Eight of Wands. And that number 8 was a big deal, you know, already in your numbers for this month. And I think really what this is about setting yourself free. And what I feel with this combination is that with this 8 of Wands, you could be finally receiving communications, really positive offers and opportunities and doors opening for you. And this is what gives you the confidence and the courage to set yourself free out of this mental struggle, because the 8 of Swords is usually our mental trap that we create for ourselves. No one can get us out of it except for ourselves. And it really is about changing the way you talk and think about yourself. If you have felt not as confident, low self-esteem, a lot of anxieties and worries, and you've kind of felt helpless, like, oh, I'm trapped, I'm stuck, I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything. That's changing in a big, big way, Capricorn. On the bottom, subconscious focus. Funny enough, like I said, there's some similarities here with Sagittarius. They had this card too, so I'm going to tell you some similar things about this card. This many times is a focus on the things that are not going the way you want them to. It's like, why isn't that relationship working out the way I want it to? Or why am I not getting what I want from them? Why is that person or that certain situation keep saying they're going to call me back and they never do? Why is that one job that I keep trying to get never coming? And at the same time, Spirit's tapping us on the shoulder going, Capricorn, there's better stuff out there for you. There's better things to focus on while you're waiting on this other stuff. So don't get lost in the distractions of daily life, Capricorn. Don't get too caught up in the discontentment that you might feel over certain things, right? It's time to kind of wake up and go, oh, there's something really good over there I should check out, right? So keep that in mind, Capricorn, because you could be focusing all your energy on things that just aren't working, and it would be so much better if you picked up some of those other opportunities, some of those other literal phone calls. Many times those are situations or relationships that we're just sort of fed up with, and Spirit's trying to get our attention to break us out of it. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, because there is so much good coming in here for you, Capricorn. That, you know, don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Don't get caught up. You might be doing something the same old way that you've done it for a long time. And it's time to try something new, because Spirit is really wanting to gift you something here with this Ace of Pentacles. And you may be quite focused on getting that, you know, prosperity or that abundance, but, you know, channeling your energy in an outlet that just isn't the best for you. So look around, be aware. Don't get lost in doing things only one way this month. There is so much going on in your sign. You know, Mercury will be moving into your sign in the middle of the month. Venus is in your sign and will be going retrograde on the 19th. And of course, the sun moves into Capricorn on the 21st. So there's a lot going on. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit, Capricorn, 3 of Wands. To me, this is very important. It kind of tells you to relax. If you've already put in a lot of work and effort into something, Capricorn, let those ships come in. Let that energy return to you. Don't worry about chasing it down. Don't worry about, you know, driving yourself crazy pursuing it. Doesn't mean to be totally inactive, but basically this is just saying, sit back, Capricorn, relax, let the good things come back to you. If you've put in a lot of effort, let that effort return. Let the good things that you've already, you know, planted in the ground come back up and support you. It's a patience card a little bit, you know, as you decide what's next, as you plan for the long term, got to give yourself a little bit of, you know, space, a little bit of rest and time. This can also be Spirit really reminding you, you know, of course, that it's the end of the year. It's time to kind of wrap things up, so don't stress yourself out too much. Yes, look at that with the High Priestess on top of the 3 of Wands, Capricorn. This is a month, and Spirit is just saying it's a little time for reflection here. Don't beat yourself up, because before you know it, things are going to start moving very quickly, very rapidly. The High Priestess is that moon energy. It's that lunar energy. It's the subconscious soul. So give yourself time to reflect, to relax, to turn inward. You don't have to be everything for everyone, you know? People demand a lot of Capricorn because they know that we have the energy and the power to rise to the occasion, but it doesn't mean we always have to. Let's get a suggested approach, Capricorn, how to deal with all this energy, because it is quite a lot this month for you. Yes, stand up for yourself, Capricorn. Don't be afraid. Be courageous. Be strong. And I would also say with this Nine of Wands, it's a good time to shield yourself, right? Protect what you've created. Be prepared. Don't give up. Ask your divine guidance for help. This is very strong. You may all, you know, this is also an activist card. It even says it on the card. Environmental activism, animal rights activism, any of that kind of thing that really is championing a cause or protecting someone or something that can't protect itself is very powerfully favored. I will say though, because the Nine of Wands is very active, it can also remind you that, yeah, you might be a little worn out from fighting a lot of battles or working really hard. So I would also say, as a side note to that card, it is important to get plenty of rest. I feel like for a lot of Capricorns, you may feel like you're still kind of in this battle. You're not quite done yet, right? Because it's not the 10. The 10 would be the completion of the cycle. And the Ace of Cups. Oh, beautiful. Yes. Definitely that spiritual energy saying, Capricorn, remember to rest, remember to reflect. And it's also a beautiful message of saying, you know, love is on the way. Spiritual assistance is on the way. Don't forget, I know you're a fighter, Capricorn. We know you're tough. We know you can handle all these things. But don't forget to ask us for help. Don't forget to lean on your divine support or the people that really have your back emotionally, that you can just let your hair down around and just truly relax and be yourself. I feel like there are so many good blessings on the way with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So let's get a potential outcome on this reading. What is the month of December bringing through ultimately for Capricorn, please? Look at that. I feel like there's a lot of freedom. This Eight of Swords has come up here, Capricorn. Wow. To me, this is an important message to start really changing your inner dialogue and the way you treat yourself to one of empowerment, not to one of putting yourself down or thinking negatively about your abilities or who you are. Because again, this was in there before, in the immediate future. And I'll read what's on this. The illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action. Take responsibility for your state of mind and your life, right? It's time to say, Capricorn, stop beating yourself up. Stop believing that you're incapable of changing your life or changing your situation, because you absolutely have what it takes. And sometimes we all get down. Sometimes we all get that feeling like, oh, I can't do it, or oh, I can't this, or oh, I can't that. And so it's very easy to get into that like little place of despondency. But it's also very easy to get yourself out of it. That's what this card really shows. It's always, she's got the thin, ties around her hands. They're not that hard to cut through. All she'd have to do is back up against those swords, cut through it, take that darn, blindfold off and get out of there. And that's, that's the way the mind works, though. That's why that Eight of Swords, the swords are the mind, the air element. Yes, because the Ten of Cups is there, Capricorn. Oh, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles, all these super positive energies are definitely coming into your life, definitely available to you. For some of you, you might even be saying, oh, I'll never have that happiness that I want. I'll never have that emotional fulfillment that I desire, etc. And yeah, if you keep thinking that way and if you keep believing that way, it will always seem to elude you. It will always feel like it's never there because you don't feel worthy. You don't feel like you deserve it. So wow. This is really beautiful. I mean, it's such a powerful message. It's like, you know, that love, that commitment, that cozy family feeling, it's there, you know, no matter how it plays out, no matter what that manifestation. It could just be you and a bunny rabbit snuggling up. That's my case. But that love is there, and all you've got to do is take the blindfold off to see it. On the bottom, wow, 7 of Wands and 9 of Wands. Capricorn, I feel like you feel pretty defensive right now. You had the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands coming up twice. I feel like you are very much on guard. You really are like focusing on not being attacked. You really are tired of people's drama. You really don't want to engage with people that just make you feel more defensive or more on guard. So watch that. You know, don't turn it into something where you always have to feel like you've got your defenses up. And part of that might just be to say, I'm not going to engage with people that always make me feel attacked, if at all possible. Because, yeah, I mean, it's bringing out your feisty side. I don't mind that part so much, you know. It's definitely bringing out the fighter in you, the warrior spirit, right? You're definitely willing to go to bat for yourself and others. And, hey, you know, some of that firepower might help you break through those old feelings of lack of self-confidence. So that could be part of that message, too. Let's get an affirmation on this, Capricorn. Let's see what we have for you. Look at that. Energy protection, Capricorn. And you're not going to believe it. 62 adds up to an 8 again, Capricorn. 8 is a big number for you this month. So your belief that you are not safe may be inviting in energy that is throwing you off balance. So Capricorn, ooh, that's a power of intention kind of card for sure. Because if you believe you're not safe, if you believe that you're always being attacked, that you have to have your defenses up constantly, that can inadvertently invite more of it in. So this is really changing your thoughts, changing your perception, and bringing that back to the fact that, you know, you might even want to do some mantras about that to remind yourself, I'm safe, I'm grounded, I'm protected. You may want to start calling in, you know, Archangel Michael at night before you go to sleep to just say, bless this space, protect my energy. So that you no longer feel so attacked and don't have that need to be defensive and aren't inadvertently inviting in, you know, that kind of negativity that you're already sort of guarding against. Powerful month, Capricorn. Oh my goodness. I'll definitely be checking back in with you guys later in the month to see how y'all are doing. I hope it is absolutely amazing for you. I think this is a month of powerful breakthroughs, starting to see yourself a lot more clearly and to truly empower who you are. That's how it feels. It's like empowering yourself to go out there and to feel good about who you are instead of saying again and again that you can't do it. This is just a real shift of energy for you guys. It's beautiful. Hope you have a great month, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.